So this is the code that we have written earlier, right? And that code is about getting if a person is eligible for voting or not. But here we are having few complications in the code. And what are those complications? If the person is writing a negative age. So for these kind of cases, I will warn the one who is entering the age that this is not a valid age, right? So rather than going for eligible for voting or not eligible for voting, I need to go for something like please enter a valid age. Clear? So for this particular case, what I will write in the beginning, let's check if the age is less than 0. If the age is less than 0 or even equals to 0, I will print that please enter a valid age, right? And now if we're executing it, here you can see we are having please enter a valid age, and it is also writing not eligible for voting. Why? Because here I am writing an if condition, right? And after that I am writing an if condition again, means for this age value I will check this condition. If this condition is true, I will print this. If this condition is not true, I'll go to the next condition and I will check if the person is eligible for voting or not. Now, what should be the optimal way? Because if the user is not entering the correct age or the valid age, I will not go to these particular conditions, right? So for these kind of situation, I will use if else, so that I'll check if this particular condition is true. I'll not execute the rest of the part, right? So how to do it? Rather than going for if, this is a different if condition, this is a different if, and these are combined. Both of them are combined, but this is different if. So what I will do, I'll check if the user is entering a valid age or not. If the user is entering valid age, I'll go for not entering valid age. I write please enter valid age. Otherwise, what I write, I will write elif, right? What this elif will do, if I writing elif, then all these comes under one loop, one condition, right? First of all, it will check this. If this is true, I'll not execute both of them. If this is not true, I will execute this. If even this is not true, I'll execute this finally, because this is an else part which will be executed if both the conditions are not true, right? So now if we are executing it, here you can see please enter valid age, because user has not entered a valid age. It means this condition is true and these two conditions are not going to print. Only this is something that is going to print. Now we are clear about what will happen if user has written some some age which is not actually an age, right? Because no one can have a negative age. Now this use case is okay if user is writing the age 20 or 15 or 16. That is giving you the correct output. Yes, that is also giving you the correct output. If I'm going for the use case 18, which is the extreme case, yes, eligible for voting. Let's suppose if user is having an age of 100 years. In that case, person is eligible for voting. Let's suppose if the age of the person is 1000 years. So here you can see person is still eligible for voting. But this is not possible, right? A person cannot have an age of 1000 years. So what we can do, we can go for one more condition, that if the age is more than 120 years, I'll write that please enter valid age again, right? So what I will do, I'll write here that if the age is greater than or equals to 120 years, I will print the same thing, that please enter a valid age. This is something that I'm going to print, right? And now if you're executing it, here you can see even for the condition that if the age is below more than 120 years, it will write the person is please enter a valid age, right? So what has just happened, if I'm writing in this particular manner, that from -10 to -5 to 0 to 5 to 10 to 100 to 1000 to 120, right? And here just write a comma with 18 as well. So in these kind of situations, if the age is below this, right? So for these kind of situation, I am writing invalid age, right? For the conditions like this, from age 1 to 5, right? From age 1 to 17, right? So let's go for 1 as well, and let's include 17 here as well. For these particular kind of ages, what I am printing that these ages, for these particular kind of ages, you are not eligible, right? And for the ages from 18 to 120, I am writing eligible. Clear? And for the rest of the case, means after 120 to the end, right? Means I am writing from 120 to the end, and from 10 to the starting as well. Means all the values before -10, it is an invalid age, and all the values after 120 will be also an invalid age, right? So this is something that I am following. If the values are in this particular format, I will print this. So these are the 4 different kind of conditions that I am following. If the age is less than this, less than 0, that is an invalid age. If the age is more than 120, that is also an invalid age. If the age is between 1 to 17, that is not eligible. From 18 to 120, that is eligible. So these are all the use cases that I have written, right? And I have written this in this particular manner here. Clear? And if I'm executing it, I will get some errors because the code that I have written here should not be there. So what I can do, I can write it inside the comments, right? Like here you can see you are getting an problem. So what I can do, you can write a hash in front of it, all the lines. If you're writing a hash in front of it, like I have written here, that I have, just for the sake of that, this is the author of this particular code. So if you are writing hash in front of it, what will happen if you are executing it? These lines are not going to be executed. Clear? And if you are removing hash in front of it, these lines will get executed. And this is nothing but called as commenting the lines. We can comment some of the lines, right? So that we do not need to delete the lines and execute the code. We can comment the lines, and those lines are not going to be executed at the time of execution. Even if I am removing this particular part, writing this in front of it, and if I am writing directly here, so elif is removed, I will get an error that this print I am writing the print directly, right? So what I can do now, this print comes under this condition, right? Because this is something that is not executed. So what it is treating it like this, because this condition is not here, right? Even if I am writing this or this, both of the conditions are going to be the same, right? So what I need to write, I just need to write here elif, and here as well I need to write elif, right? If this condition is true, that is okay. Otherwise I'll check this, otherwise I'll check this, otherwise I'll check this. Okay. And in elif I'm writing if the age is greater than 18 or equals to 18, I'll print eligible for voting. Clear? So this is how you can execute your code, and after executing it you can check it is working perfectly, right? If the age is 1000, this is what you will get. And if the age is like 58 or 59, the person should be eligible for voting. Let's see with the output. and the output is eligible for voting. So this is how you can write your code with the conditions like multiple elif condition, if elif else. Clear? So yes, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.